Okay guys, in this video I'm going to try to show you and teach you where I prefer to shoot a hog, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. As you can see, the hog here next to me has the dots on it. The red dot is my preferred shot, and I'm going to go into that in a minute. The reason I'm doing this video is on the different forums there seems to be a reoccurring thread that shows up on where to shoot hogs, and there seems to be some confusion about this. And I believe the reason for this is as hunters, most of us have grown up shooting deer, and the preferred shot for deer is behind the shoulder. Well, on a hog, the organs and heart and lung are farther forward and lower than in a deer, and I think this is where the myth of hogs being bulletproof came from. Most people are shooting like they would shoot a deer, and you're ended up hitting either the stomach or the guts, and the hog either runs off and heals up or runs off and dies somewhere, several hundred yards away where you're not finding it ever. So, that's where that myth that hogs are bulletproof came from, in my opinion. Now, hogs are tough and they will run off, and that's another reason why I prefer the red dot here as my shot placement. If you shoot a hog and you hit perfect heart and lungs and take them all out, I've shot several of them, and the hogs run 50, 100 yards off into the brush to be found the next day by the buzzards, or not to be found at all. You can see on some of my videos where it's a definite heart shot and the blood's plumping out of the side. You can see it in the thermal, and they still run or charge or whatever happens. So that's why I choose this red dot here. That is the center of the neck, right on the front curve of the shoulder. And the reason I picked that is that's where the spine is. When you shoot there and you hit perfectly, you're going to take out the spine. And with a powerful caliber like the 6.8 or a 308, even if you miss, there's a lot of muscle around there, and from the shock of that round you're going to break the neck and usually take the hog out. There are some cases if you hit a little bit high, there is a thick piece of meat there, and you may knock them out and they'll get up and run off and you won't find them. But for the most part, if you hit right there, you're going to break the neck, take out the central nervous system, and the hog's going to go down and stay down. The reason I picked that spot instead of the ear hole shot, which you see right next to it, is hogs are always moving. They rarely ever stay in one spot. They're always turning around. They're always, foraging for food, moving their heads up and down. So I picked this spot just in case, as I'm squeezing off that shot, the second that the firing pin hits the primer, if that hog moves forward a little bit, I still hit dead center in the shoulder and take out both shoulders. If he takes a step back, I hit the ear hole, still a central nervous hit, and the hog goes down. So that's why I prefer that center shot. Ear shot, there's nothing wrong with it, but going farther back there behind the shoulder, that is a no-no. That's going to be nothing but either stomach or intestines, and they're going to run off on you. Even with a 6.8 or 308 or even 45-70, I've seen them run off. Now, better bullets like the 120 SST or a better caliber like the 6.8 or the 308, you stand a better chance of knocking them down and keeping them down there for another shot. But they will run off if you're gut shotting them. In this next image right here, this shows you a cutaway, shows the spine, the organs there where they are. I really think probably they're a little high up even in this demonstration. I think the heart's a little bit lower. And again, if you take out that heart and lungs, for the most part, these hogs still run quite a ways with no lungs and no heart. If you hit that center shoulder and break the shoulders, then they go down, and of course their legs aren't working, so it's hard for them to run off. But the spine or the brain shot is your best shot. And somebody asked me that different angles, which one I would. Since hogs move so much, I would wait until you have this broadside shot. I mean, they're not going to stay still very long. I'm going to put a video clip up here in a minute and show you how they move around. But you can wait a few seconds and get this perfect broadside shot. It's just it's worth it to wait for it. Now, if they're already running away and you're shooting at them on the run, then all this goes out the window, because when they're running and I'm taking my running shots, I'm aiming for center mass. I'm just trying to hit them and knock them over. This is for that perfect first shot where they're sitting still, and or after they've run off a little bit and they stop again. This is where you want to shoot them. And we'll go into the video clip and you'll see here the hog moving around. Here's another image. This is a 3D image that I found of a hog, and it just gives you a little bit better, see where the nerves, the arteries, the organs are, and the spine, and it's just another view here for you. I hope this is helpful for somebody out there. This is basically designed for the new hog hunter that doesn't know and has been hunting deer their whole life, and has been taught to take that shot behind the shoulder. That's the wrong thing to do on a hog. Please comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. You can come visit us at LoneStarBoars.com, the forum, and there's a lot of conversation, more hunting tips on there, stories, pictures, videos. Also, please like the video if you like it, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.